Was I was diagnosed with PCOS. I think I was like 26 or 27. Yeah, after we had my son, my first son Logan, and then after that, a couple years, we kept trying and trying and trying to get pregnant. It wasn't working. We didn't know what was going on because we got pregnant like super easy with my son. And then, well, okay, I'll backtrack a little bit. When I was younger, I always, like my whole life, from probably like 12 or so on, like my younger adulthood, I was, are you hear baby sounds over here? I was always between like 120, 130. My weight would fluctuate in between 120 130, which is a totally healthy weight for my height and my build and everything. So I got pregnant with my son and I gained a lot of weight. I think I was 197 when I gave birth, which is really heavy for being like 5'5". After the baby, I tried everything to lose weight. I just could not get the weight off. I didn't know what was going on. So we kept trying to get pregnant. That wasn't working. And I'm like, okay, so then we got pregnant. And then I talked about this before. After a while, we lost the baby. And I had to have a D&C for it because my body didn't eject naturally. So after that, my first period that I had after that was just weird. My periods have always been the same amount of days. Disclaimer, this is only going to get worse from here. So I guess if there's like a guy watching or something, this probably isn't the video for you. But I'm going to get kind of, I don't know, detailed, I guess, because I really hope that, you know, if there's some young girl that's just got diagnosed with PCOS or something, maybe I can help her, or you know, just giving you guys a little insight into it. So anyways, it was just off, and I went to the doctor for my annual, and I was like, you know what, is this normal? Like, can it be from the D&C or anything like that? And she's like, well, do you have like a lot of weight gain that you can't get rid of? And I'm like, oh, dirt, look at me, hello, I'm a fat ass. She's like, do you have acne? And I'm like, yeah, like really bad, like hormonal, like acne. I usually only break out right around here, and it's usually right before I get my period. I get like a big old honk of zit, but I was like just crazy face. She's like, do you have like unusual hair in places that you don't normally have? And I'm like, yeah, I've got like these two little hairs over here. Never had that before. So those are just some of the symptoms. Also, some women get like splotchy, dark splotchy spots on their neck. I didn't get that. Some people get thinning on the top of their hair. I didn't get that. It just affects people differently. Some people, like, because you produce more testosterone than you do estrogen. So that's why, like, you get the thinning hair on the head and like hair like in this area, on your thighs, on your toes, on your fingers, stuff like that. Like I said, it does affect people differently. Some people get really bad acne but no weight gain, or some people get like the weight gain and stuff like that. So it just kind of depends. So she's like, okay, thank God I had a good doctor that wasn't just like, oh yeah, it's fine. She's like, well, let's do an ultrasound and check to see if you have cysts on your ovaries. So yep, had cysts on my ovaries. So she's like, okay, this is really important that we get this taken care of now, because I do have a family history of heart disease and diabetes, and if PCOS is untreated, it can cause heart disease and diabetes. And so since I'm already at a higher risk for those, she wanted to tackle it pretty fast. So she immediately put me on metformin, which is a diabetes medicine, but since I'm insulin resistant because of it. My pancreas doesn't like process the insulin like it's supposed to. It just stores it. And then also because we were trying to get pregnant, because we did want another baby, and the metformin helps regulate your cysts and stuff like that, or your ovaries, I mean, because oops, there goes my phone. Because sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm like, there's so much to tell about it. So you don't ovulate either. Let me just get this. Oh, hello, bestie. How are you doing? I'm turning on vibrate. Okay, so since with the PCOS, you don't ovulate normally. Even though I did ovulate. Oh, I think she just said she was trying to interrupt my filming. Yeah, she said, gonna blow up your phone while you're filming. Ha ha ha. Okay, so I did get pregnant normally or naturally or whatever that time, but then they think that the PCOS was caused by all of the weight gain, and then I guess it like runs in your family or whatever. So some of the main things to do while when you have PCOS is to watch your weight. Of course, you have to. It's not really a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Like, I'll have to eat this way for the rest of my life unless I want to weigh like 500 pounds and be an unhealthy fat ass that like can't breathe and can't take care of my kids and like have diabetes and heart disease, and cake is not that important to me, okay? Not that important. So I changed my diet, take medication. I also had to take medication to get pregnant because I don't ovulate naturally. So I did have to take medication to make me ovulate. So with my diet, it's basically the rule of no white. No white at all. No white sugar, no white bread, no white rice, no white noodles, no white. So it's kind of aggravating that I hear so many people, like especially on Twitter, they're like, carbs are not the devil, carbs blah blah blah. To me, carbs are the devil. Okay? If I ate a bunch of carbs, none of the carbs, it'll kill me. I could just die. But we don't want that to happen, right? So I can do sugar, but it has to be fake sugar. I do diet sodas, sugar-free, any Splenda, Truvia, stevia, all that stuff. That's just what I have to eat. I do brown rice, wheat bread, whole wheat, anything high in fiber, stuff like that. And then it's the whole rule of pairing. If I have a carb or some sugar, I have to pair it with the protein, and I have to make sure that the protein outweighs the sugar or the carbs. I have to make sure that I eat more of that. So like double the protein for like one serving of carbs or sugar. So I do get sweet tooth. I mean, come on now, everybody does. But I just have to be good about it. I just have to, sorry, passy time. Okay, I just have to, like, we celebrated some birthdays and I had a little sliver of cake and like one little scoop of ice cream, but I made sure that I ate all my dinner first, and I didn't eat any other carbs with my dinner. I left out like the rice or the noodles or whatever. I just ate some meat and some veggies, and that way I don't get sick. Because with the metformin, like if I eat like a bunch of carbs or sugar, like I legitimately like I get sick. Not fun times. Like, oh, it hurt. Okay, so there are other things that I have tried. They have these Atkins snacks. I get these King Soopers, Sam's Club, Walmart, whatever. There's this one. These are the only two I have right now. But this is a snack or a light meal, and this is the caramel chocolate nut roll. If you like paydays, they have these too with the chocolate, but it tastes like a payday but with chocolate on it. Now this one is a morning snack like breakfast, and this is chocolate hazelnut bars. I got this at Sam's Club. And this is how big these are. They do have smaller ones, like the treats are like a little bit smaller, like they have Reese's Cups, they have Oreos, stuff like that. But this has 6 grams of protein, so that's really good right there. It's only 180 calories per bar. That's good, right? Only 1 gram of sugar and 7 grams of fiber. And the rule with like carbs and stuff is you always minus the fiber from the actual carbs, and that's your actual carbs. So then it only has 3 net carbs. And net carbs are, I forget how it is, but it's like, they're better than like regular carbs, like the sugar content or glycemic index or whatever, stuff like that. It makes it better for you. So when I, like this one here has like 8 grams of protein. Like, that's great. So, oh, and this one, like if you like Ferrero Rochers, however the crap you say that, oh my god, try these hazelnut things. They are so good. So I eat stuff like those for like when I have a sugar craving. And then just a lot of meat and fish, like a lot of chicken, a lot of fish. I do a lot of grilling, fresh veggies, stuff like that. Get really creative. You can bread your chicken in like shredded Parmesan cheese, and it makes it taste like fried chicken, but it's got the cheese, and you just shallow fry it with olive oil. I mashed up cauliflower that I cook in chicken stock to make like mashed potatoes. Just all kinds of tricks. It makes it so I don't feel like I'm like missing out on anything. I'm not dieting. Like I said, it's a lifestyle change. I have to eat like this for the rest of my life, but it's a healthy way to eat. Like this is, and also I'd like to say that this is the diet that is for me from my doctor. My doctor told me specifically, like things like milk are so bad for you. Like if you just do little things like switch to almond milk, which doesn't have all the hormones, it has extra vitamins, no carbs, no sugar, and stuff like that. Like these are things that my doctor tells me. So I just want to say that because I don't want somebody being like talking about my diet or me giving bad advice or something like that. This is from my doctor to me, from me to you. So, I mean, PCOS is like, I think it affects 1 in 15 women, and a lot of people don't know that they have it. Like, if I wouldn't have went for my annual, I would have never known. Like, the only reason I found out is because I do keep in touch with my body. I did say, my periods are off. Like, there's something wrong, I'm going to mention it. But for probably 3 or 4 years, I didn't go to the doctor because I didn't need to, and I never knew. And that's what was keeping me from getting pregnant. So if there's any of you out there that are struggling to have a baby, or you're struggling with your weight, or you know, things are off, like talk to your doctor. It's very possible. And if anybody, if you're struggling with it, leave me a comment, let me know, like, I don't know, anything like tricks or tips or hints or stuff like that that you have. I would love to hear about it. If you have been diagnosed, let me know, like we can talk about it or anything like that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I have been living with this for 3 years now. 3 or 4 years. So quite a while. And I do want to say also, I don't think I said this in the beginning, but by changing my diet and everything, I did lose 45 pounds, and I think it took me about 8 months, almost a year. That was a lot of weight. I still have quite a bit to go. I did gain 23 pounds with my second son, Colton. And I have lost all that since then, but I still do have a bit to go. I have big flabby arms, and I have a gut, and it's a work in progress. And so if you guys would like me to keep you updated on my weight loss and my journey and stuff like that, let me know. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I really do hope that this video can help somebody. Okay, bye.